All right, Spaghetti-O, you ready?
Am I ready? I was born ready, kid.
No, you're not. You're typing on your phone.
I'm typing on my
You're
phone.
always like 10 to 15 seconds away from being ready as soon as you say I'm ready.
I'm born ready, man.
I know your mouth is ready, but your face looks distracted. Oh, shit. All right, here we go.
I'll tell you who has it the hardest. White men. We make the unpopular, difficult decisions, the tough choices. We land on the moon in Normandy Beach, and yet they resent us.
Welcome to Black Irish Podcast. Hey there, and welcome to an all-new episode of Black Irish Podcast with myself, Brent McCorkle, and Mike, looking so fresh and so clean Crawford. What's up, dude?
What up, Brendo? I am looking clean, bro. I needed a haircut in the worst way. Ooh, feels good, too.
You look good, dude. I trimmed up myself today because I didn't want to go to the barber.
I wish I could trim up myself.
I don't know. I just tried. I think I went too short, but it's all good.
It's a better process.
Yeah, it's a learning curve. But that's all right. So,
what's up, man?
You know what's up? I was thinking about making Stay in Your Lane like a new fresh segment just at the beginning, trying it out. Just because it seems like every week I am on some escapade that takes me into like a tailspin for no good reason. And then if I get it off my chest, I feel better. And then we could just have fun the rest of the time. So I'll tell you what happened to me today in Target. The wonderful land of Target that we love.
I love Target.
There's a lady about my age or so behind me with a young daughter who is small enough to fit in the basket part with her legs dangling, like right by the push part. So, maybe 3-ish. Connor's age, maybe 4. And she's, watching her phone or whatever. And the cashier said, "Oh, is that YouTube or Netflix?" And the lady was just like, "Oh, Disney Plus." And then the cashier is like, "Oh, bougie." I was like, "Excuse me? Like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, who are you to fucking say bougie to this girl? Like, you should be so thankful that she is distracting her child so that you guys can calmly, proceed with this transaction. What's your fucking problem, lady?" I don't know. Is that way too over the line of a reaction?
Maybe a little bit, but why she call her bougie?
That's what I'm saying. Like that, is it ever okay to say bougie?
Sometimes. Sometimes people are bougie, but Disney Plus is bougie now?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like it comes in a package with Verizon. Like you just get that shit for almost free, basically. It's like, oh yeah, I'll pay for this other shit anyway. But exactly, you know what you're saying when you call somebody bougie. It's like, oh yeah, I meant to say that shit.
I mean, you definitely don't just, and there's not no like random shit. You definitely, when you call someone bougie, you feel some type of way about.
Yeah, it's like, okay, sorry, your mom didn't share her fucking account with you. By the way, like, get over it, lady.
I'm sure your mom has Disney Plus, bro. Just sign up.
What's funny is like all of my passwords now, it's like it's nobody's fault, but we've been hacked into plenty of times on different apps and stuff. So it's like my account just needs to be, just clever enough to where my mom can't hack into it so that nobody hacks into her shit. But it also has to be easy enough to where I could just yell it at a kid from a different room, like, "This is the password for Hulu," and they can punch it in no problem. You know what I mean? My password's got to be right in that range.
I feel you, man.
No offense to anybody, but, it's just like, we keep getting hacked into for no reason. I'm like, I just gotta keep it on my Wi-Fi network, and then if you're here, it's fine. But other than that, like, we just keep it close. You know what I mean?
I'm getting hacked into, and sorry about my dog going the hell off because somebody's walking past my damn house.
That's all right. Max is just saying hello. She's gonna be a part of the show soon enough. We'll figure out a segment for her. But you know what?
Yeah.
Like paying for apps and stuff. Netflix I turned on today, and there was a screen that popped up, and it said that Netflix is going up to $19.99 a month as of whatever day.
Yes, it is. But you know something I found out as of yesterday?
What's that?
If you somehow have a student ID, bro, like you pay like half price or like the quarter of the. Like somebody told me they were paying like $5.99 for Netflix this whole time that I've been paying $13. Well, yeah, nice for them, not me. I need a student ID. I need the student discount deal number, bro. Like somebody hook me up.
Dude, just sign up for a $25 community college class online, get a student ID, and then within 2 months it's paid for. You know what I mean? You don't actually have to follow through with the class, but you should. Do something interesting.
Yeah, you definitely should.
But anyway,
something interesting like
what do you mean? Okay, so how do you feel about it going up $6 a month or whatever it is?
I mean, that's the cost of doing business. It's inflation, man. I don't really complain about price hikes. It's the world we live in these days.
Here's the thing. I would pay like $50 a month.
Start paying more money. Now if we got that high, I'd stop getting it.
Really? I mean, what's the highest you would go for Netflix? Not saying that Netflix should do this. Please just keep it at this. $20 a month is perfectly reasonable for the content you're now putting out.
I mean, I don't watch it enough to be paying a ridiculous sum. $20 a month was probably over it for me, really.
But if you think about that, that's not that bad, dude. That's $240 a year. And $240 a year. That's one good movie a month. If you see one good movie or one good series that's Netflix only a month, it's worth its weight in gold. And then if
nothing I watch on Netflix is Netflix only, which is the whole thing. But with that said, I don't watch really.
Or syndicated shit.
No. Yeah, I mean, I have a Fire Stick. I can literally watch anything I want, bro.
Whoa. Let's not get personal here, buddy. I know your stick's on fire. But listen here. Not in a chlamydia way, in like a awesome way. But what do you think Netflix 66XXX means? I mean, is coming out. Like, just put 2 extra X's on the back of Netflix?
Never. They can't do that. They sell Netflix on the stock market, bro. Like you can't be associated with that.
I'm sure Vivid's on the stock market or something like that.
Yeah, but that's strictly like.
I'm saying, like, when are they going to cross the streams? Because it's a streaming service and the internet is the biggest thing. And oh my gosh, it just makes too much sense. If they had like
it's supposed to be a wholesome business, they can't
upscale Skinamax on Netflix, bro. That's a whole new
sex on Netflix, bro.
Come on, dude. I just made Netflix so much money in 8 years when they get over being.
And if someone from Netflix heard this, they're about to get rich because if they decide they go that route,
it's the easiest thing ever. I don't want to deal with it. Like I have a choice.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have no choice, buddy. You're done.
You know what I do have?
Gave the idea away.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I would probably enjoy it. So let somebody else do it. Do all the legwork. That's cool. I'll just enjoy the riches. But I've made a couple decisions lately about my snacks. So I've been eating a lot of Pringles and Pub Mix lately.
Pringles are so fire, and Chex Mix are. I don't know what Pub Mix are, but Chex Mix, if that's similar, then Chex Mix is fire. I'm tough. Pub Mix, but that's also you also say boy shorts and other weird stuff like that. So
no, okay. So Pringles, like, listen, I can house a can of Pringles, no problem.
Oh, easy. Especially if it's sour cream, even though I'm not even supposed to have those out house, the whole pack.
Well, I mean, you can, the jalapeno ones are good. The sour cream ones are good. They have a new sour cream and cheddar that are like the sour cream and cheddar ruffles.
Come on. Let's back up. Did you say the jalapeno ones are good?
Oh, yeah, they're good.
Oh, your breath is so stinky, bro.
Yeah, it is. Whatever, dude. I got some new mouthwash. I'm working on it. But dude, like Pringles, yeah. So they have some new sour cream and onion cheddar ones that are like the ruffles. ones, but in Pringle form, so those are pretty good. And then pizza's always a fun throwback every now and again. I sleep on pizza. Pringles, those are pretty good. Those are okay.
Oh, I never even had them.
They're pretty good. You should get
I
more.
eat sour cream, I eat barbecue, and then I eat like the mixed new flavor.
Barbecue.
They got like dill.
I haven't seen that yet. I love
That's
dill
pretty
pickle
fire.
flavored stuff though.
Dill
Sunflower
pickle flavor
seeds.
Lay's chips are pretty fire too.
Sunflower seeds is the shit.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, dude, there's a trick by the way when eating Pringles when they're like down to like the little halves or quarter chips. You just put the lid back on, shake the crap out of it while you're holding the top, and then it gets to like a not a dust. That's too much shaking, but like they're all in bite-sized pieces, and then you just house the can. It's the best. It's the best. You don't know what pub mix is?
No, I'm assuming it's kind of like Chex Mix with some different pieces.
Well, yeah. How do you feel about Chex Mix?
I'm a fan of Chex Mix.
Me too. I just recently had it for the first time in a very long time because I was like, Chex Mix doesn't sound good. And then I had it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Like, I forgot about this crap. So then I saw Pub Mix at Target and I was like, oh, okay. Instead of the
mix you're talking about, I know the exact.
Yeah, you do. It's really good. Instead of the, like the sweet Chex cereal and whatever, they have like honey mustard and sourdough chips and stuff in there. So that stuff is the shit. I really, really appreciate it. But I can't tell how much I enjoy it.
Chex Mix.
What's that?
So I was in high school when I started to like Chex Mix, yo, because that's all they sold at my school in Pennsylvania when I used to come to school high as hell. So I had to eat something. The munchies weren't going to take care of themselves.
We had honey buns, dude. Honey buns were the shit. They're 50 cents, too.
Chex Mix and canned Sprites, bro. I'm telling you, I lived off that every morning, bro. Like,
Fruitopia and honey buns. We had a Fruitopia vending machine, and that was it.
Ooh, Fruitopias were so fire.
That was the best, too. That was $1.50, and there were a couple of flavors I think that were like $1.25, and you're like, fucking weird extra quarter. I'm not going to carry this shit around. Yeah.
No,
that was
a good time.
And then we had the salad shakers, the good salad shakers that McDonald's tried to replicate for a while. Those were so good. Whatever.
My man said the good salad shaker from McDonald's. Shake that thing up, salad.
Yeah, that stuff was good. I don't know.
Okay, that was the good old days, man. We're aging ourselves, but so what?
Fine, whatever. I know what I am. You know what I am? I figured it out.
What?
I'm a bimbo. I'm a male bimbo. Someone who is very thoughtful, but not necessarily about anything relevant. That's me.
You got a little relevance to you, man.
A little bit, sometimes, every now and again, but...
I give you more credit than that.
Broken clock is right twice a day, unless it's digital. This is just fucking broken. I'm like a wise bimbo. You know what I mean? Like I've been through some shit because of my lack of awareness, and now I can, bestow knowledge onto other idiots around the world.
Like me.
Yeah. That's why we work well together. So we're like, wait, you didn't know that either? Everybody else did? Damn. Missed on that one. Oh, but speaking of being stinky from my jalapeno cheddar whatever Pringles, not only do I have a disgusting mouth cavity, my body started fighting off my deodorant. Like, my deodorant stopped working. It just started absorbing it and then repelling it.
Stinky you gotta be for your deodorant to know.
I think my body just gets used to shit at a rapid pace, and it's like the stink is kind of when somebody doesn't quite get a shower and then they put deodorant on top of being smelly, and you're like, that's what I smell like. It's so gross. I get out of the shower and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I just did this. You gotta switch something up here.
You gotta do something, Brendo. That's nasty.
It is disgusting. So anyway, we got a box of, like just on recurring order. It's so easy to have a box of deodorant sent to the house like every month. And so I tell my wife that, and so there's this box of deodorant. I'm like, what are we going to do with this?
Order around here is Mag Dog.
Why is that?
I don't know. Because I don't got nothing that I want recurring order. I buy my shit at the store, man.
I got you.
But dog food and dog toys, she has a doggy box and she got dog food, and that shit is on reorder every month.
You're good to your ladies.
I'm definitely good to my lady.
I like that. But we were trying to be good, so my wife suggested we give this box of deodorant to the homeless. And I'm like, listen, that's very nice and encouraging, but that could be a very bad look. You know what I mean? You'd be like, here, if you must live on this street, clean yourself up, you heathen. Like, if I don't want to smell you if I have to see you. That's a bad look, instead of like, hey, just in case you're out there grinding, trying to, do your best with what you got. Like, it could also just be like, oh, we get it, you piece of shit. I don't know, man. Anyway, speaking of heathens, did you see that the MLB, Major League Baseball, is letting the steroids testing lapse, and they're not renewing steroid testing? They're just going, yep, we're good now. Right after they didn't let Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens in. Can you believe that bullshit?
How dirty is that, bro?
It's the worst. Like, I just can't know
how. But they're going to put it in the new deal. It's only not being tested now because there's no deal.
Cooperstown is just bullshit now, dude. It's
Cooperstown
bullshit.
is a joke. It's a joke.
Like, I wish I would have gone before it came to this, because now I have no respect for it. It sucks, dude. It's just like they took all of, like, anything they were standing on, like, to be true to the game. They just wiped the bottom of it out, and they did it.
Yeah, man. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, I probably wouldn't even take my Hall of Fame. Like, I wouldn't even want to be part.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm just talking about myself, man. Like, it don't mean nothing no more. You don't have the best. Like, it ain't. Oh,
yeah, but here's the thing.
Yeah, you ain't got the best players there because you ain't got Barry Bonds in here. That's why.
Here's the thing. That's not to say that one day they don't have somebody come even generations down the road and clean it up, and then that is something that you want to be a part of. But now it's like, oh, this old fuck's knocking on the door. No thanks, buddy. You didn't want us? Like,
man, if I get voted in, I mean, they're going to have to put me in.
They need to change the voting system.
I'm pulling the TO, man. I ain't showing up for the ceremony. I don't want the yellow jacket. Just put my bus in there.
Oh, yeah, I'm down with that. Absolutely. So, speaking of guys like T.O., we got, in the NBA, we got some movers and some shakers here. How do you feel about Dame time? It's on the clock, right? They just stacked up some picks. They got some young people that they can move, and they're going to put their balls to the wall for the next... Yeah, but in 2 to 3 years, when LeBron is out of the picture... That's going to be Dame time, dude. You don't think so?
Yeah, how old you think Dame is?
Isn't he like in his early to mid-30s?
Yeah.
Early 30s.
2 3 years, he'd be like 34, 35, bro. Like,
yeah. And then he'll have like a 2 to 3 year run in 2 to 3 years. That's what I think anyway. No?
Yeah.
All right, so what do you think? Portland just went from bad to worse? Or do you think...
Yeah, they're tanking, bro.
Well, I know they're tanking right now. When do you think they're going to be good?
I don't know, because Dame ain't going to be a part of the team. Dame getting traded this summer, bro.
You think so? You think it's going all the way full circle?
Yes, they're going full blow it up mode, bro. They just traded C.J. McCollum for Mikael Walker and then went and traded Mikael Walker. Like Alexander. Like, they're not trying to put a team around. Dame's hurt. He's not going to play this year, probably. He had surgery, so he's down.
Yeah.
And
all right.
yeah, they're rebuilding.
Well, I know that, but I figured they were
Anthony
doing a
Simons.
quick rebuild.
Yeah, Anthony Simons will be the point guard of the future, and they're going to get something back for Dame. What? I don't know. Who wants Dame? Dame to the highest bidder.
Throw him in New York with Zion in the offseason.
I don't know. Zion's team is decent now. Zion might want to stay. If he comes back,
He's
they
not
can make
gonna
a
stay.
push.
They're getting that old crew back together up in New York. They're going to make it work.
You think to get the Duke crew back together?
I think they're going to
two of them
try.
already there.
I don't know
Yeah.
how much effort they're going to put into it, but I think they're going to try it for nothing else because it's New York and their show. You know, that they know that it's an entertainment business as well. So I think they might try to make it work. And then if they could throw in, a veteran to kind of keep these young boys' heads on, man, they could be fucking dangerous quick.
Yeah, but he's only in year 2? He still got at least 2 more years on his deal. Like, you get a 5-year deal as a first-round draft pick in the NBA.
I thought he only
4
had
plus
one.
1.
I thought he only had 1 year left for whatever
You
reason.
think?
I don't know. I don't remember. And I am a terrible person to look shit up.
No, I think it's 4 years. Oh no, that might be NFL. It might be 3 years with a 1. So next year would be his 1 more year.
Yeah, I think that was it. So if he kind of makes up his mind and push comes to shove, he could get traded in the offseason and at least New Orleans, if they're making all these moves, can go, you know what? Thanks for at least telling us. Let's get something for you. You know what I mean? And New York will pay.
I'm waiting for that breaking news of where's Russ going. Where are they sending Russell Westbrook?
Yeah. Yeah, LeBron's like, yeah, we're going to try. We want to do this together with Russ. And it's like, yeah, for like the next couple of days.
Bro, if they don't get rid of Russ, this team has no chance.
He is just an anchor. He's like OBJ. Everywhere he goes, he's an anchor because he's got to be that chip on his shoulders weighing him down, you know? He just wants to be near his car dealership. Go to the Clippers. I know where you at, Russ. Come on, bro. Get some new shit. What about...
the car dealership?
Yeah. Alfa Romeo, I think. Some bullshit. Like some shit. Exotic. Not really car. Some foreign car.
He looks like a foreign motherfucker.
Lots of Range Rovers and shit. You know the type.
Oh, I know the type, bro.
You know
I know the type.
Indiana, what do you think about the Pacers?
They're tanking too. What are you talking about, man?
That's what I'm saying.
But they're not in a full-on tank. They just want draft picks there because Halliburton's pretty good.
That's what they got him for almost
he's not a
nothing.
number 1 superstar, but he's a good winning. He can play somebody's sidekick on a winning team.
But because they're not completely tanking. Because here's the thing: is they got a bunch of picks with Rubio, so they got somebody who can just kind of handle the ball and keep them above water while they, shuffle around these picks and figure out what they're doing. They might be, they might be able to, make some ruckus in the next year or two, but I don't know any further than that, unless they sign somebody. And what about the Nuggies? Yeah. They made some quiet moves.
The who?
The Nuggets.
Who they get? Because I didn't see that move.
Oh, I don't remember. I didn't have it written down in that detail. I just remember that they made a couple of moves that I liked. They were just in a 3-way trade with Portland and somebody. And then they traded for somebody else a few days ago. Or last.
Oh, yeah, because the Nuggets stink.
What do you got there, Big Mike?
I don't got nothing. I don't see any Nugget trades. That's what I was looking for because I was trying to see.
All right. They were that undercover. That's why I liked them. Anyway, speaking of liking shit, what'd you think about our boy Mac Jones getting giddy with it?
Oh man, did you see that?
That shit was hilarious.
Out there, bro.
I was like, that boy's just running for no reason. That's great. Good for you. That is
why
my
does everybody want to do this dance? The people from Louisiana probably don't even want to see you. You went to Alabama, bro. They don't want to see you doing the giddy. Like that's a down south Louisiana thing, bro. That's why you see all of them from LSU who do it. They don't want to see you do their dance. They hate you. Alabama and LSU hates each other, bro. Why are you doing the gritty?
Because that's what he just wanted to do it, just to be like, ha ha ha. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
You should have watched the game and saw Jamar Chase's face when he did it. Like, are you serious, bro? Are you serious? It's your fault, Jamar Chase. It's you and Justin Jefferson's fault for making the dance so popular. Now everyone wants to do it.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna do it, those are two guys that have the authority. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
Just
know.
like everybody started wanting to do Crip walking, even though you ain't no damn Crip.
Oh, that was popular in my high school with white people. It became a thing, and I was like, I live next to some people that would not appreciate you doing this, so I never attempted to learn it. But I was always impressed with people that could do it, because it's a little difficult to learn. Like, but once you get the hang of it, you got it. You know.
Oh, it's definitely difficult to learn, but yeah, I ain't gonna be trying to learn it, so it don't matter.
Yeah, exactly. I made one of my buddies do it at my wedding. Because I was like, you got to do it. I know you can do it. You got to do it. That was like a little side wedding present just for me. Oh, man. But, dude, did you see this Brian Flores bullshit about Lovie Smith?
What? What did he say?
That aggravated me.
What? That the job would have been mine? We all know why now.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I appreciate what he's doing, but that's a one step forward, two steps back thing. It's like, dude, they hired somebody that you're fighting for, that's it, you know, in your group, in a minority group, and then you're saying like, oh yeah, but I'm still better. It's like, whoa. That's progress, albeit incremental, but you know, that's something. Like, why don't you maybe just assume that they want somebody that's going to be more focused on the job than all this media press? Maybe that was a factor. B-Flow, or whatever the fuck you want to be called.
He's more so just trying to point out the fact of why he didn't get the job. I don't think it's I can see where you're coming from, but at the end of the day,
that was how it read. And I'm like, dude, you need to have people in your PR department fucking scrub these things before you say shit.
Yeah, man, but I mean, he's just speaking how he feels, man. I don't think he has nothing against Lovey, but if he do, I don't know.
I don't think he does either, and that's kind of my point. It's like it was a backhanded compliment. You know what I mean? It's like that's.
Oh, this is so funny. The Texans, who he was a finalist for, and he's trying to say, oh, he's the best for that job. He should have got that job. Hired a black guy, and then the team who fired him went and hired a multiracial guy.
Yeah. Check the other box. Sure, guy.
Make sure you check the African American box on the resume, on the application, though.
Just on other.
Multiracial. But we need you to take sides.
Yeah. Hopefully nobody audits that paperwork. That'd be a nightmare. Another nightmare. Did you see fucking Kamara got arrested? This fucking guy. Come on, buddy. What are you doing? Did you read how it happened?
Just being an idiot. And there's video to it, man. It's not
I didn't even watch the video. I read the article. Like, I read a couple articles, like, after it came out. So, what'd you see in the video?
Oh, no, they just beat him and stomped him out. And you're rich. And so now you're going to make some random dude rich.
Yep.
Who didn't have to work nowhere near as hard as you. Think about that as you go to court. Because you're probably not going to get arrested because they're going to want the money. So they're going to
Well, he got arrested after the Pro Bowl. They brought him in.
He's out already.
Yeah, he posted bail, but they still arrested him. But yeah, I guess when he got interviewed by the cops, his initial statement was like, listen, they got in a shoving match of some kind. He had said that he was going to whoop somebody's ass in his entourage, and then he would whoop his ass as well. And then so the guy went to run away after supposedly he hurt somebody in his crew, and then that's what happened. And then I read after that, it's like the video showed no signs of the man trying to run away. It was like they just, it's like they had an altercation, and then it was like, yeah, we're gonna stomp you out, dude.
Stomp you out, dude. They said, man, like they could have killed that man. It's just not, that's crazy, bro.
Can't do that kind of shit, dude. Like, you're better
Now
than
you're
that.
rich, bro. And famous. Like, what?
I was just considering, like, his resurgence next year, but I don't know, man. So how you feel about this Super Bowl, dude?
Resurgence to what? How I feel? I feel like it's Burrow gonna get busy, man.
I think so, too. I
I
think
think
that,
Burrow and his weapons are gonna go out here and get busy.
I think that if Joe Burrow can lead his team to victory, however that looks, and do it with a good attitude as much as he can for being a super alpha, but like not be degrading towards other people, I think I'm jumping on the Joe Burrow bandwagon, like full head of steam.
Yo, Joe Burrow is a wild boy. I'm a fan of Joe Burrow already.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, if he can kind of, he had the opportunity to be at the Pro Bowl with Patty Mahomes, and, if he could kind of look at what Patty's doing and emulate that a little bit and incorporate that into his own style and flair, even though, like, dude, what's up with, like, I get the confidence. Why are you dressing like Vanilla Ice, bro? What's going on?
Who?
Joe Burrow.
That's how he dresses, man. He wears ice. He smokes cigars like he's a cool dude.
I know,
That's
but like
just
his
him.
glasses, like it looked like they did comparisons to The Rock and shit.
Yeah,
with
he got
like,
a pair of Cartiers,
like,
man.
come on, dude. That is
Yo, Joe Burrow's invited to the cookout, bro. Don't worry. Come on, Joe.
That's an aggressive look. I like it though. I like the swagger. I love it.
He's taking it from he's taking a page out of the old Joe Namath book with a little bit of, swag to it. He's just throwing a little swag on there, man.
I love it. As long as he
Joe's
can do it with a little bit of class, I'm in.
Yeah. I don't know. He keeps it classy, man. Joe seems to be a good guy. He just, got some swag to him.
I love it. So
Got to meet black friends, man.
you can never have too many black friends.
Sometimes you can, bro.
Only if you're black.
I guess that's right.
You need a few alibis, bro. People that can vouch for you.
There you
Oh
go, bro.
shit, man! All right, do you ever make the silly prop bets on the Super Bowl?
No.
I bet the coin toss every year, and I had
You
a.
bet heads?
I change it up.
Man, well, it's going to be heads this year.
Okay, I'll take that into consideration, but yeah, I had a losing
My site
streak.
has it, because
like,
if so, I'm putting my money on heads.
we'll do it.
I'm going to do
I
a
might.
parlay with all prop bets, if they let me.
You should do like the length of the the length of the national anthem, coin
It
toss.
depends on who's singing it.
Yeah. Well, it usually goes over, no matter what. So, I had a string of like 8 years where I lost a coin toss every single year, and then I won for like 1 year.
A
And then went on
50-50
another
chance
streak.
and you lost 8 years straight? Oh, you were running bad, bro.
Yeah,
Good thing you weren't playing poker. That's a bad run right there.
that is true. And I had, what's funny is I was like, somehow it came up about the coin toss bet, and my 8-year-old overheard it. So then, as I was putting him to bed, he's like, "What's a vig?" I was like, "All right, dude. Let me talk to you real quick." But I'm not going to go into detail. And my wife's like, "Do not explain to him." I'm like, "Listen, he's already halfway there. Let me just finish the thought, and then we won't go into detail about this. Let me just put this to bed with this child." So I'm like, "Don't bring it up again. I'll let you know later." But here's kind of how it works. He's getting life lessons, Mike, because nothing's
There
for
you
free,
go.
not even betting.
There you go, baby.
So, speaking of which, for the game, Rams are currently at -4, and the line's been moving on the over/under at 48 to 48.5. What's your prediction straight up?
48 and 48.5 is the same damn number. Like, you still need 49 to win. Dumbass betting apps.
Yeah, but the difference
Only-
between 48 and 49 is a win and a loss. And 48 you can push.
Yeah, that's the only difference you can push. That's
It's a
still a
huge
loss on the parlay.
Yeah, then
You
it
gotta
turns
win
into
the
a straight
parlay.
bet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's better to have it on a straight number. Anyway, what do you think is going to be kind of the flow of the game, and who do you think's going to shine? Who do you think's going to shit the bed? And what do you think's going to be the final score?
I think Tyler Boyd's going to have a good game.
Okay.
And we all know Jamar Chase is going to have a good game.
You think so?
I think so. I don't like Jalen Ramsey. I just saw Mike Evans feed him his lunch. Jamar Chase is a lot more athletic than that. You better bring your lunch pail, because Jamar Chase is coming to see you, Mr. Ramsey.
For sure, dude. For sure.
I saw Tom Brady throw the ball to Mike Evans at least 8 times in a row during that game. Like, just pow, pow. If he can do that versus you, then bro, look, Jamar Chase is
he's gonna run around.
Different threat. Yeah, he's a different threat because he can beat you over the top too, and he's big like Mike Evans, and he can break your little weak tackle. So it's gonna be a good game. I can't wait. But if they can't hold up front, it doesn't matter, and their line stinks. Pew you. So we'll see.
I'm looking for T. Higgins to have, be the third down guy for Cincinnati. I don't think that the Rams' running game is going to be able to do much. They're going to be doing their fancy crap and trying to incorporate Cam Akers as much as they can, but I don't see it. So I'm really hoping that it's going to be a 31-17 Cincinnati victory. It's going to be right on the button, 48. So if it goes up to 48.5, I'll bet the under. If not, then I'll just bet it straight up, hoping for a push.
That's why. You're looking for an under bet. That's why.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's going to be... There's going to be some garbage points at the end there. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be like a 21-17, and then there's going to be a breakout touchdown, late field goal, or vice versa, and that's going to be the
I think it's going to be ultra high scoring. I think this is going to be a high scoring game.
So what do you think is going to be the final score?
Like 34-31, something like that.
Cincinnati?
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. I like that. I'm going to double down on that. I also picked, I started, going back into betting golf. So I got my boy Bubba Watson this weekend. I usually hate betting him, but for whatever reason, he was supposed to win a tournament like the Saudi Open last week, and he basically had it won. And this dude drains an insanely long eagle putt on 18 to snake over him and win the tournament. Like, he just came up 2 strokes on him with one putt, and it was like, oh, shit, okay. So Bubba's got that fire in his belly this week, and he was just on point, so his game is sharp. So he was at 45-1 last time I checked, so we'll be throwing some cabbage down on
Bubba for the win, baby. Bubba Watson for the win.
And then also throwing down some on like top 20 finish, top 5 finish, top 10, like random stuff. And then whoever he's matched up with, there's all different kinds of ways to run him. So I'm looking forward to that. So if he's in contention, I'll be watching that a little bit here and there. So what else are you watching? Did you know that Alec Baldwin is back to work?
I don't know why he ever stopped working.
He shot somebody.
By accident. He didn't do it on purpose.
He killed somebody. You said he was never going to work again. I remember. And I said, yeah, right. Give it 6 months. Not to say that you were wrong, but just to be like, dude, wouldn't that be a game changer? Like, yeah, I'm just going to call it quits and just hang tight, hang back.
Not if I didn't do it. Like, I ain't murdered nobody, bro. If I knew in my heart of hearts I didn't murder nobody.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What is he coming back for? Like, he's doing like some shitty, like,
done his whole life.
made for TV movies, though. He's not coming back for these like crazy once in a lifetime roles. That's what he should do. Is he should hang it up until somebody comes to call him with like this is your once in a lifetime.
He's an actor, bro. That's what he does for a living. That's his life. He's going back to his regular life, his regular scheduled program. Sorry that someone died by accident that by a fault of none of his own. I'm sure he paid their family funeral services.
So what?
Some money.
So what?
To show his grief. But what do you mean? So what? He ain't do nothing. He didn't do anything wrong, bro. He shouldn't have any guilt. Now, if he know he did something wrong, then that's on him.
No. What about, like, could you go back to work if there was an accident? Like, do you remember where, like, Spider-Man was on Broadway or some bullshit like that with U2, and then somebody died, or, like, multiple people died on set? Like, if you were working on that production in whatever capacity, and people were dying on set, would you be able to keep going to work, or would you be like, yeah, I'm going to look for a new gig?
On set, I would think it was something else. But if one person died on set, I would grieve. I definitely would grieve, but at some point I have to move forward.
What if you were the replacement actor? From the person that died, you were the understudy. The person that you were the understudy of died.
I don't know. That would be kind of.
Would you be like, fucking stepping up my game, baby? Or would you be like, let me rethink this?
Yeah, that might be kind of weird, but. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. I don't sometimes. I did catch...
that part might be kind of weird if you had to replace them, but if I'm already on the movie and I didn't kill them, like, I didn't purposely kill them. I didn't.
You're like, for sure they're going to replace the bullets with rubber ones this time, right? But, like, how many times would you triple check that gun and be like, I don't know, let me see it one more time.
So many times. I'm not just checking it. The person who I'm shooting at is going to check it too. Like, yo, you see
it's
what's
like,
in here. Like,
no, what if you're the person they're shooting and it's like, or like a Spider-Man thing, like you're Spider-Man and the bungee cord fell, like snap, this guy fell to his doom, and then you're his replacement, but you've been waiting for this moment your entire life. Not doing it. You're X-Nay, I'm out of here. Spidey, be gone.
Peace.
But what if it was like a gun situation? Would you be like, no, that's got to be rubber from here on out, buddy. The entire thing. Plastic.
See through. Like, I need to see that it was a BB gun.
I'd be like, fuck this. We're switching to Kung Fu. Like, hand-to-hand combat. We ain't doing none of this other shit, man. We're CGI everything.
Yeah, I'm not. Hell no.
Oh, man.
Ain't no way, bro.
I did start watching a couple new episodes. There's a new show on Netflix called Murderville with Will Arnett. Do you know who Will Arnett is?
No.
He's in, like, everything. And I can't tell if that's because his career is insanely successful and he can do everything, or if it's like everything he's in fails and he's just so good that he keeps getting other chances. Like, I don't know what it is. I just hope he keeps doing more stuff because I love what he does. But anyway, he plays a detective, very funny dude. He plays a detective that's like down and out on his luck and has all these weird quirks and stuff. And each episode, that's about 30 minutes long, he has a celebrity guest that has somewhat of a script, like, hey, this is how we're going to introduce you, here are a few lines, and then they just kind of roll through the scene. They have an earpiece in there, but then they also kind of improv, like, in between, like, when they have to ask questions, like, question their suspects, they always have to do some weird fucked up shit to, like, kind of take them out of the element. And then at the end of the episode, they take their guess out of the three suspects that they kind of line up for them and go, take your best guess. Like, did you solve the case or not? And it's a cool premise, but it also depends on who the celebrity guest is. So, like, the first one was Conan O'Brien. That was like, okay. But it was also kind of, I think they feathered it in, like, here's for you to get used to how this is going to work. And then the second one was Marshawn Lynch, and that one was fucking dynamite, dude. It was fantastic.
Marshawn Lynch is always fucking dynamite.
He is the best. He's the absolute best. And
his Subway commercial is great. But yeah, go ahead.
But the thing with, like, sports athletes, when they do acting gigs and they're not really used to it, it's, as long as they try their hardest to, like, really do their best, it always comes out amazing. You just need somebody that's willing to commit. And Marshawn fucking goes for it, but he's also himself. It's amazing. And then the follow-up, the third episode was Kumail Nanjiani.
No clue.
And he's super rad. That episode was pretty funny, but for all the wrong reasons. Like, he was just like, no, I don't want to do what you're telling me. And they're like, he keeps pressing him until he gets him to do a version of it. So that part of it was funny. You could tell that was organic. And it was like, yeah, but are they just feeding him all the answers? And then it was like, oh, this is right. Oh, you were wrong. Oh, you were right, but you didn't realize why you were right. You just made a good guess. You know, like it's all over the map. So it's well done. So I really appreciate it. I can't wait to
know why you were right. You just take a good guess.
Yeah. So it's like one of those things. It's a half-hour show. I think maybe 45 minutes. So it's just kind of like, oh, throw that on in the background while I'm doing other stuff because it's very silly while they're doing, you know, it's like a live escape room type of deal, which I've never done one of those, but I think I'd be good at it. Detective work. Carmen Sandiego kind of shit. You know what I mean? Nope.
That's what I'm talking about, my guy.
So that was fucking good. And then I bounced back into Succession. Have you ever watched Succession?
No.
That one's pretty intense. It kind of ebbs and flows in the first couple of seasons. The first season's dynamite, and then the second and third season's kind of like waivers here and there, but it's back to... I'm just catching up, so I have no idea where I'm at as far as where it's at live, but I know there's a new season out, so I'm about halfway through it, and it's pretty fucking rad. I enjoy it quite a bit. And then Billions. I know you were a Billions guy, right?
Yeah, I've seen some of Billions. Billions are pretty good.
So Billions... I have to say, it's currently in the middle of a new season, and last night I just caught up from last season. So there's been plenty of time where there's enough spoilers, you know, I'm not spoiling shit for anybody. But Billions kind of did that thing where, you know, it's been on for like 6 seasons, and now it's... And like season 3 and 4 kind of dove down a little bit as far as interest. It's like they're kind of just redoing the same shit over and over and over, and I got sick of that shit. So
that's just natural.
What's that?
Every show does that. Like,
yeah,
some of the seasons just aren't as good. When you reach a peak, like you can't keep it up there the whole time.
Right. And so it was one of those things where they just kept redoing the same plot line from different angles. And it was like, all right, that's getting tired, dude. So last season, they introduced a new character whose name is Mike Prince. And in like the second or third episode, they're at like a billionaire summit. You know, like just a fuck all, you know, let's just show off how rich we are to each other. Bullshit cabin in the woods thing. And like they are the two fucking alphas, and they're both kind of jockeying for positioning in the room, and they're both sitting there addressing everybody, you know, because he was a guest speaker, Axe was, and you know they're going toe to toe, and the guy was like, listen, Mike Prince is like, listen, do not mess with me, I'm telling you, don't mess with me, here's your warning, just take it like a man, like I'm just better than you. It's all good. We're here for fun. And he's like, no, you're fucking not, in true Axe fashion. He's like, I'm coming for you. So at the end of the season, it turns out this Mike Prince dude wipes this Axelrod clean and is like, sends him off never to return. And it's like, that's what I'm talking about. He warned you about this power move. He made it. And then now I guess this new season is about him and all the kind of backstabbing he did to get to this position. And also all the new shit he's got to maneuver around and with. So I'm really excited to dig back into this new season and catch up. Well, probably by next week I'll be caught up, I'm sure. Because it's rad. And then Mike Prince ends up being the good guy. It's great. Why are you laughing?
I'm having fun with that, man. Because can't be from the bad guy to the good guy. You're always the bad guy, bro.
Oh, come on. Give a little bit. Give a little bit of wiggle room there. You don't know.
Nah.
And then I also started watching Suspicion, that show on Apple TV. It's only 2 episodes in, and I have to say it's tantalizing. It's pretty good so far, but it's a weekly release show. So that's a fucking bummer, man. You gotta wait a whole week in between, and I am an impatient man, and I'm very forgetful as well, so I might forget to go back to it. Not on purpose.
Yeah, that's why I wait till like seasons are over to watch shit.
So
I hate getting to watching something and having to wait a week to see it again. Fuck that.
yeah, me too. But it's also one of those things where it could be like a Friday or Saturday night delight, like, hey man, it's kind of late, but I don't really want to go to bed. Oh yeah, that thing's on. Oh, okay, cool. Let's throw that shit on. So, I don't know. What about you? What have you been watching? All your same shit?
Yeah, man. When I'm not working, man, I watch sports, and then I got a couple series that I record. It's Law and Order and Married at First Sight and shit like that. But yeah.
Are you paying attention to any of the Combine stuff these days?
Oh yeah, I watch all that shit. I watch a new mock draft every day, bro. Like,
Okay,
so
that's kind of what
that's sports related shit. Yeah, so
because you're all the way down to the high school boys. You're into the recruiting and all that shit. My guy.
You know it, bro.
Well,
I'm gonna watch some high school basketball tonight, man.
Oh yeah, who in particular?
Yeah. No. I'm going to a game. My homeboys' cousin nephews, their team 14-0, man.
All right.
Here in Woodbridge, so yeah, and he's the leading scorer, so we're gonna go try to go catch them tonight. So.
Hey, sounds good. Hey, while you're out, be sure to tell people that this week's Spotify playlist is Wale and Muse. It's
people around here might not want to hear that too much. We don't really like Wale.
Is that right?
I don't know what he did to this area, man. Like, people in this area really don't like him. They're not fond of him because of the way he acts and treats and carries stuff, man. Supposed to be bringing the area up. You know, he's from D.C., but people be hating on him, man. I mean, his music is okay. I don't really listen to it. Not really my thing, but I'm going to listen to the playlist because it's our playlist. Well, it's your playlist, but, you know.
We represent together. I get it. You got my back. You back me no matter what. I appreciate that.
Always.
But yeah, he came out with some new shit last year that I was like, you know what? Let me just give this a listen. He did some shit with J. Cole, and I was
really
like,
rap, bro.
Yeah, and he did some shit with J. Cole, so I was like, oh, that's an easy transition from last week, and I was like, all right, dude. And then Muse just went kind of well with it. I was like, all right, this is a good balance. So yeah, give it a throw this week. See if it
he can definitely
puts
really
a little
rap,
dip
man.
in your hip.
Yeah, he can really, really rap. I'll give him that.
So on that note, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Black Irish Pod. You can follow Mike at Black Irish 213, myself at Brendala7. If you made it this far in the podcast, do us a favor and give us a share. It's free, word of mouth, doesn't matter. It's all good. Just
like, share all that
love.
shit, man. Show us some love.
All right, and on that note, hey, Black History Month, have a happy one. We love y'all. Love each other, all right? Peace.